It's unbelievable how hot the Philadelphia 76ers are right now. Philly, led by the incredible talent of the man known simply as Sir Charles, has rolled to 12 straight wins, the longest streak in the NBA this year. Barkley has the Sixers near the top of their division and aiming higher. Simply stated, Chris Mullin is the golden boy of the Warriors. An all-star for the second straight season, it's been Mullin's scoring and passing that's ignited the Warriors and lifted them back into contention for a playoff spot. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Spectrum in Philadelphia, where tonight the hometown 76ers will try to extend the league's longest winning streak to 13 consecutive games as they play host to the Golden State Warriors. Hi, everybody. I'm Pete Van Weren. Joining me tonight is Rick Barry for Game 1 of our NBA doubleheader coming to you from the Spectrum. The Golden State Warriors got off to a terrible start this year, 4-14 after 18 games. Now they're within a game of 500, only a half game away from the final playoff spot. The Philadelphia 76ers, the longest winning streak in the league this year. They've won 12 in a row, and they're only a half game off the lead in the Atlantic Division against the New York Knicks. Well, Rick Barry, this Golden State team, it's not really a matter of who they are playing, but really where they are playing. They're a team that's had great success at home and a whole lot of trouble on the road.
Yeah, a lot of trouble. They've only won 4 games, but they have a lot of company throughout the NBA. But you can expect that from a team that has so many young players. It takes a while to get experience to learn how to win on the road. However, the turnaround for this ball club has come, I think, with the inserting of Tim Hardaway, a rookie guard at the point guard position. Last week, he was the player of the week in the NBA, 20 points, 10.7 assists, 8 rebounds. And this young man can do everything necessary for a point guard on the court. Plus, he's showing a great deal of poise for a rookie. And I'll tell you one thing, Pete, it'll be fun to watch him play. I really was impressed the first time I saw him in person.
13 games ago, the Philadelphia 76ers lost a game to the Cleveland Cavaliers, and they kind of huddled together, kind of an informal team meeting, and said that is never going to happen again in this building. Well, they haven't lost since. They've won 12 in a row. They've been playing some sensational basketball, shooting the ball well, everybody contributing, and they're going to try to keep it going tonight. They're going to try to win their 13th straight.
Well, yes, they are, Pete, but you see there that one important statistic, the points scored against, down to around 100 points a game. A lot of that credit has to go to Rick Mahorn. This man will speak up and tell you if you're not getting the job done. And all of a sudden, this basketball team realizes that playing good, tough team defense is what helps win games. When they've been playing that good, tough defense, you see their scoring average. It's up to 113, and certainly Charles Barkley has been the real factor in the offensive resurgence of this team, but it's the defense that's been winning for him, Pete.
Two of the hottest teams in the league, the Golden State Warriors and certainly the Philadelphia 76ers, are about as hot as you can be. They'll be doing battle tonight, and we'll be back in Philadelphia. But right now, back to our studios in Atlanta. Okay, thank you, Craig Sager. The Golden State Warriors Philadelphia 76ers game will be getting underway here shortly. As you're probably aware, a little bit of controversy earlier in the week about Charles Barkley and whether or not he would play in the All-Star game coming up this weekend because of a groin injury. Well, Rick Barry asked him about that groin injury just a few minutes ago.
Well, as far as the injury right now, it's just a little sore. My groin area is a little sore, but I think the main thing, we're winning. I don't want to do anything to disrupt the team. We're playing very, very well, and there's going to be pain, but I'm not concerned about that as long as we're winning. As far as the All-Star game, I'm looking forward to it. You know, it's a game that is great, has great prestige, and I get to play with some of the best players in the world. I felt like, you know, the groin injury, maybe I should rest, maybe I shouldn't rest, but the NBA feel like I should participate, so I'm going to go there and have some fun.
As Charles Barkley said earlier in the week, he understands the Eastern All-Stars need a little help, so yes, he'll be there in Miami this weekend. We'll be back with all the action.
NBA Extra on TNT. The Golden State Warriors versus the Philadelphia 76ers is brought to you by Miller Lite, official sponsor of the NBA All-Star Balloting Program. Just pick up your ballot and vote. By Acura Legend and Integra, precision-crafted performance, exclusively at your Acura dealer. And by The Pump, by Reebok. Pump it up.
With you from the Spectrum in Philadelphia, tonight's game between the Warriors and the 76ers about to get underway. For Golden State, Manute Bol in the middle of that lineup. They are 10-2 in games when Manute Bol has been the starter in the middle. Terry Teagle, Chris Mullen, Mitch Richmond, and Tim Hardaway making up the rest of that starting lineup. And Don Nelson, who recently became the 10th man to go over the 600 career victory total as a coach, is the head coach of the Warriors. For the Philadelphia 76ers, who are on a roll, Rick Mahorn, Charles Barkley, Mike Jaminski up front, Hersey Hawkins and Johnny Dawkins, both who have been shooting well in the backcourt. And the NBA Coach of the Month for the month of January, Jim Lynam, is the head man for the Sixers. Hugh Hollins, Jack Neese, and Terry Durham are your officials, and we are set to get it underway from the Spectrum. Crowd still filing in. 76ers have been a little disappointed at the crowds here at the Spectrum during this winning streak, Rick.
Yeah, in fact, their former GM Pat Williams, now with the Orlando Magic, had a little challenge that he issued to him in the newspaper here, saying that they should have this place packed going for their 13th consecutive victory, and it'll be far from being full.
And we are underway. Manute didn't even have to jump, just tipped it over to Richmond, and Philadelphia was not even going to contest it. So Golden State will get a chance to score first. Jaminski on ball. Look at Manute's move to the hoop. But look at that shot, and look who got the rebound. Charles Barkley. And now Philadelphia with a chance to get on the board first.
Yeah, Manute not exactly an offensive force.
Down low to Jaminski. He'll put it up over Richmond. Won't go for him. The tip wouldn't go. Battle for it in the corner. It's going to be pulled away by Chris Mullen. Mullen off to Tim Hardaway, the rookie from Texas El Paso. Hardaway's been playing extremely well. Mullen lost it, got it back. Mullen's scoring has been down a little the last 4 or 5 games, but Don Nelson said nothing to worry about. Other people have just been shooting the ball so well, he hasn't had to shoot as much. Mitch Richmond over Jaminski. That wouldn't go. Manute, the flat-footed rebound. Manute's flat-footed hook. Barkley's flat-footed rebound.
Yeah, I mean, his offense really is kind of ugly at times.
Rick Mahorn puts it up over Manute. Manute altered that shot, got the rebound, gives it off to Hardaway.
That's where he is a force.
And Chris Mullen finally gets somebody on the board with his first 2 of the night. It's 2-0 Golden State. First basket coming a little after a minute has gone by in the first quarter. Underneath it goes to Jaminski. Jaminski's shot wouldn't go. Coming off the front rim to Manute. Off to Hardaway. Hardaway gets it inside to Terry Teagle, and his jumper gets nothing but net. Teagle is averaging 17 points a game this year. Makes it 4-0 Golden State.
And I tell you, Golden State's going to try and keep the tempo of this game as fast-paced as possible. That's really only the chance they feel they have to win this game.
Well, all year long, they score a lot of points. They give up a lot of points. They've given up more points per game than anybody in the NBA. Hersey Hawkins finally gets the Sixers on the board. A 2-point Golden State lead. A little under 10 minutes to go in the first. Mullen takes his first shot of the night and drains it, make it his second shot of the night. He has 4.
Well, no way Rick Mahorn's going to guard Mullen out on the floor like that. He'll be able to get his shot anytime he wants because Mahorn's afraid of him going by him, even though Chris isn't that fast, but he is deceptive.
Comes outside to Dawkins. The left-handed jumper no good. Mullen the rebound all the way down the court to Teagle. Dawkins gets back, but Teagle outweights him.
Now, Dawkins missed that shot because he saw the man jump at him and take off down the court and realized that he was going to have to get back down, and I'm sure it disrupted his concentration on the shot.
Mitch Richmond after the steal. And Golden State has opened up an 8-point lead in the opening minutes of this first quarter, and the Philadelphia 76ers a little concerned about the way things are going, have called a timeout, stopping the clock with 9:09 to go in this first quarter.
Well, we see some of the keys to winning for the Warriors. The defensive rebounding is what they have to do, not to allow the 76ers to kill them on the offensive glass. Their interior defense to stop taking advantage of some of the size difference. Of course, Manute in the game will help a lot with that. And then run. They have just got to get down that court to get easy opportunities. Right now, they're playing a Warrior style of basketball game. For the 76ers, they want to control the tempo, run, but not at the Warriors' pace. Try to handle the pressure D, which they didn't do real well because they had to take a 20-second timeout in this last possession here, and then try to exploit size inside. Again, that's not as easy to do when Manute Bol is in the ball game because he is going to be coming after anybody who posts up.
He's had a club record against New Jersey, 13 blocked shots in one ball game. But that was a younger New Jersey team, and those young players, according to Mike Schuler, an assistant coach with Golden State, just kept coming after Manute, coming right at him, and he didn't have to work too hard to block those 13 shots. Barkley will inbounds it after the foul. Into Mahorn. Mahorn working on Manute. And again, Manute a factor, but Mahorn gets it back and puts it in. Mahorn's first 2 of the night.
Yeah, you got to try and lay a body on Manute, move him out of the way, and then go away from him to take the shot. If you go straight up, he's going to block it.
Manute fires up a 3. That wouldn't go. Mahorn gets the rebound. Manute is hitting 22% from 3-point territory. He will take that shot every once in a while. Chance for a 3-point play there if the basket had gone, but it wouldn't.
Well, I really think that should have been a foul with no shot, because Manute had already come down, had hit Gminski, and then he says, oh, maybe I better shoot this ball.
Mike Gminski, 10-year veteran out of Duke, going to the line, averaging 14 points and just under 9 rebounds a game. Good free throw shooter.
I asked Jimmy Lynam before the ball game, just, if what happened is you look at the stats for Mike Gminski during this last 12 games and compared to this season, you see he's on a hot streak there. If this was something that all of a sudden that he had implemented some new type of system or whatever, he says, no, it's just been kind of a gradual thing. He said the guys were picking up on things, learning it. We had a few guys early in the season, Gminski, one of them, and Anderson, who were having trouble offensively, and everything's kind of come together.
Golden State up by 4. Hardaway trying to get it over to Teagle, who is cutting in from the right side. Ball hit the glass. Now it comes to Sir Charles.
That's the way they want to get their running game, Pete, off of opportunities like that. But that time Hardaway should have taken the shot. He was open.
Golden State by 2. Teagle in the paint. Wouldn't go. Gminski pulls away the rebound. Sixers can tie it up this trip. Hersey Hawkins will stop and fire. He has 4, and just like that, the 76ers have reeled off 8 points in a row to tie this game at 10. We've got 7:45 to go in the first. Teagle working underneath. Nice move. Gets his 6th point of this first quarter.
Excellent move. Used his body extremely well to protect the ball.
He had a career-high 44-point ball game about 2 weeks ago. Teagle did. And away from the ball, we get a whistle.
Teagle plays about almost anybody sometimes during the course of the ball game. First, we're going to get a chance to see the last play of Charles Barkley, who came down on the wing on the break, and everybody got out of his way, and he's able to lay it in.
And while that replay was going on, a sensational dunk by Charles Barkley gets him his 4th point, ties the game at 12. That last whistle, by the way, was for an illegal defense. Mullen takes it all the way to the corner, puts up the baseline jumper and hits it. Chris Mullen may have to do a little more scoring than he's been giving the Warriors the last 3 or 4 ball games. He is the leading scorer, but we told you earlier he hasn't been shooting that much lately because teammates have been hot. Foul called by Terry Teagle, his first. 14-12 Golden State, a timeout call with 6:56 remaining in the first.
Point lead, 6:56 to go in the first. Thanks to modern technology, we can see the Barkley dunk. But watch right here in the picture. You can see Richmond at the bottom here guarding Hawkins. He doesn't watch the ball. Look how his head is turned. Barkley throws it into Gminski, gets it back. Now he turns. He sees Charles. It's too late. Charles takes it home for the easy dunk.
Philadelphia shooting 50% from the field so far. 5 out of 10. Golden State a little better. 7 out of 12. One thing that's really been impressive about the Golden State comeback, they continue to get out-rebounded almost every game, and usually by a considerable number. And it's tough to win when you're being hammered on the boards like that night in and night out.
Yeah, they have to shoot well to be able to win consistently, as Mahorn drops one in there, and they have some players who are certainly capable of doing that.
Mahorn now with 4 points, and that's 5 field goals in a row converted by the Sixers. We are tied at 14. Richmond from triple territory wouldn't go for him. Mullen saves it, inbounds to Teagle, back to Chris Mullen. He'll try one from 3-point line, and he hits his. 3-pointer for Chris Mullen gives him 9 in this first quarter and gives Golden State a 3-point lead as we approach the midway point of quarter number 1. Barkley posted against Teagle, gives it back out to Gminski. Good ball movement. Now Hawkins works inside, finds Mahorn open. Manute blocked him, recovers, gets it off to Hardaway. Golden State can open up a 5-point lead here. Underneath it goes to Richmond. He got sandwiched between Gminski and Hawkins.
Did you see the poise of Hardaway, how he waited, surveyed the situation? They had 4-on-3. He was able to wait. But again, Manute Bol was the factor down the other end of the court with his defense. Here goes Mahorn. Manute